Hey guys, what is going on? So I wanted to welcome you to my core program. This first video is going to be our core foundations video number 1. We're going to be talking about the lower abs. So I want to go through what is the core? What is the function of the core? Obviously it's for stability. It's going to be a huge stabilizer in your lifts, in your deadlift, in your squat, even in your bench press, right? A lot of people forget about bench press, but that's a lot of leg drive, that's a lot of stability, and a huge arching of your thoracic spine, especially if you're in a powerlifting circle. So, in bodybuilding too, for that matter. But core, super important for stability. It's what helps us sit up every single day. It's what keeps us stable. It's what prevents us from rotating. Let's just say you're holding something with resistance. It prevents you from snapping out. It's what keeps you stable when you are walking. The wind blows, that's one of the things besides your legs grounding you that's keeping you from blowing over in the wind. It's what keeps our torso upright. If we had no core, we would be like this. And it's a main contributor, obviously, in our aesthetics and in our main function, because the core is not just for a sexy six-pack for the aesthetics. It's also for function. And the core is not just your abs. We're talking serratus. People forget about the serratus muscles, my boxers. You will not forget about those because those are probably really defined for you. But serratus, obliques. Obliques got internal and external. They both run cross fibers. So some are running this way, some are running this way, but they're both running diagonally. Then you've got upper abs, upper mid abs, lower abs, and then flip it around, the low back, and even the glutes. I'm going to include all this together within the core because this is our trunk, including our pelvic floor, especially for women. Men, you do have a pelvic floor. But pelvic floor exercises, I will include a few in here, although I am not a doctor and I'm not a physical therapist. So I'm a personal trainer, I'm a corrective exercise specialist, and a group fitness instructor for Burn Boot Camp currently. So if you are experiencing issues, pelvic floor dysfunction, please consult a doctor. And before you start any fitness program, please make sure you consult a doctor, physician. And if you're injured through a PT, biggest injuries we see in the core include the low back, the neck, right, from overstraining from crunches, and the hip flexors, which are usually from overactive hip flexors and overactive low back, low functioning, weak hip flexors, weak low back, and they're typically overworked when you're doing leg raises. People are doing this all day long, lifting the legs, and they're like, my hip flexors, they hurt, Gigi. I'm like, it's because you just lifted your legs, because you're not using your abs. But I do want to include necessary stretches and hip flexor exercises. So in this whole thing, we will have the foundation series, we will have pain relief, we will have pelvic floor, we will have HIIT style workouts, we will have endurance, power, strength, stability style workouts, we will have mixed bag workouts, we will have short workouts, under 5 minutes, 10-minute workouts, 15-minute workouts, 20-minute workouts, full 45-minute workouts. Definitely a huge mixed bag for all levels. We're going to have beginner, we're going to have intermediate, we're going to have advanced, we're going to have informative videos. And by we, I'm talking about, I guess, my multiple personalities, just myself. So any questions, anything you want to see in the program, let me know. Comment, sorry. Oh, getting excited, I guess. So yeah, we're going to be breaking down the core in this video. Right now, we're talking about lower abs, transverse abdominis. That is the body's weight belt, our natural weight belt. It really looks like a belt, thick belt. This is what people always say they have the hardest time getting rid of, that fat around the area, especially for women, because these are protecting your baby organs. So lower abs, a lot of people in powerlifting and bodybuilding will be wearing a weight belt. Those belts prevent their organs from exploding and also just create more stability. So that transverse abdominis, if you take a big in-breath, fill up your stomach, and the big out-breath, exhale it all, push it away, you'll feel that tension right there in the lower abs. That's your transverse abdominis activating. We'll talk about the stomach vacuum and proper breathing in a different video. But breaking down the core, that includes, of course, our pelvic floor. That includes our lower abs, our mid and upper abs. You've got your serratus, which is way up here. Serratus even connects up into those beautiful lats going into your back. Obliques, can't forget about those guys. That's what creates that beautiful V-taper that a lot of men look for, and a lot of women really like to have that leanness. This is like where people kind of grab the skin. They're like, oh, the skin doesn't go away. And then we have our low back, our lumbar spine, one of the biggest pain areas. Everyone in their life that I know has complained and had low back pain, me included, and that is not because of lifting. 90% of the time, I would say that unless you are putting 500 pounds on a bar for a deadlift and you pick it up strictly with your back and not using your legs at all, then maybe you could herniate a disc or hurt yourself, or if you were in a serious accident, like a car accident or something. So all those things will be covered in the Foundations program. I'm going to have workouts that are just for the lower abs, just for the upper abs, for serratus, oblique workouts, low back strengthening workouts, all the things. And resources that you need will also be posted below. Any questions, any kind of articles you want to see, or research or products that you may need. I'm going to have no equipment workouts. I'm going to have resistance band workouts, pull-up bar workouts, some sort of, for your resistance band, you'll need something to tether it to. So like a squat rack or pull-up bar or a couch or a person to hold it for you. I've done that. I made my girlfriend stand there and hold it for me in the house. So all those things, resistance bands, weight plates, dumbbells, medicine balls, pull-up bar, oh God, what else? Small child, kettlebell, tennis ball, all the things, even punching bag style workouts, all will be needed, quote unquote, in a bench, but not really needed because we're gonna have no equipment versions as well. So welcome to the Foundations program. Let me know what you wanna see. And I think that's it. I'm excited, and we're gonna get into our first workout for Foundations. So I'll see you in the next video.